Frogs in the house. The people in the book. Mum. Fran. Dad. The house in the book. Fran's house. Fran had some frogs in a tub. "I'm going to take the frogs to school," she said, "and then I will put them back in the pond." Fran will give the frogs flies. Yes. No. Snails. Yes. No. Bananas. Yes. No. But in the night, the frogs got out of the tub. They went croak, croak, croak. Mum woke up. "There are frogs in this house," she said. "I can't go to sleep with frogs in the house." Mum went to look for the frogs. She saw a frog on the chair. "Got you," she said. But the frog went jump, jump, jump. The frog will jump onto the fridge, onto the plant. Mum saw a frog on the table. "Got you," she said. But the frog went jump, jump, jump onto the fridge. The frogs went jump, jump, jumping all over the house. Mum went to get Dad. "You will have to help me," she said. "There are frogs all over the house, and I can't get them." Mum and Dad can catch the frogs with a bucket, with a net. Dad got up and he went after the frogs too. But the frogs went jump onto the bench, jump onto the bookcase, jump onto the table. "I will have to get a net," said Dad. So Dad came back with a net. He got the frogs in the net. He put them in the tub and he took them back to the pond. "All the frogs are back in the pond," he said. "Now we can go to sleep." Mum and Dad got into bed. Croak, croak. "Oh no," said Mum. "All the frogs are not back in the pond." Mum is bench, net, bookcase, pond, chair, table, fridge. Granny comes to stay again. The people in the book. Kids. Granny. Dad. The house in the book. Dad's house. The garden. In the house. Granny came to stay. She had her birds. She had her mice. And she had her fish. "The birds can't stay in the cages," said Granny. She opened the cages and the birds came out. "The birds will go on Dad's head, on the fishbowl." The birds sat on the chairs. They sat on the table. They sat on Dad's head. "I don't like birds on my head," said Dad. Granny laughed. The birds are happy, she said. Granny looked at the mice. The mice can't stay in the cages, she said. She opened the cages and the mice came out. The mice will go up Dad's pants, up the curtain. The mice ran up the table. They ran up the chairs. They ran up Dad's pants. "Help!" shouted Dad. "I don't like mice up my pants." Granny laughed and laughed. The kids looked at the fish. "The fish will have to stay in the bowls," they said. "No, they will not," said Granny. "The fish will go in the bucket, in the bath." Granny put water in the bath. She put plants in the bath. She put rocks in the bath. And she put the fish in the bath. "Oh no," said Dad. "Fish in my bath. I don't like fish in my bath." Granny looked at her birds and her mice and her fish. "Good," she said. "They are all happy." "I am not happy," said Dad. "I can't stay in this house with birds and mice and fish in my bath." "Dad will go in the tent, in the shed." Granny went out to Dad. "I have my tent," she said. "We can stay in here." Dad will like the tent, not like the tent. So the birds and the mice and the fish stayed in the house, and Granny and Dad and the kids stayed in the tent. Dad liked it. No cooking. The kids liked it. No bath. Bath. Mice. Birds. Plants. Bowls. Rocks. Cages. Table. Chairs. Tent. Fish. Water. Happy Harriet. The people in the book. Harriet. People at the hospital. Harriet's happy house. The hospital. Harriet liked to make people happy. She had a happy house. But one day, Harriet fell. She hurt her leg. She had to go to the hospital. Harriet sat in bed with a big hat on her head. She made a big yellow sun and she put it on the wall. She made a big yellow smile and she put it on the door. Harriet will go home, make a happy leg. Harriet looked at her leg. "I will have a happy leg," said Harriet. So she put yellow suns all over her leg. What can you put on a happy leg? Harriet got into a wheelchair. She went up and down the hospital in her big hat. "Look at my leg," she said. Harriet got a guitar. "I will sing," she said. "Harriet is happy," said the people. "We like Harriet." What will Harriet sing? When Harriet's leg got better, she went home. The sun came off the wall. The smile came off the door. The people in the hospital said, "We are not happy." The people can get a clown, get Harriet to come back. One day, Harriet got a letter. "Dear Harriet, can you please come back to the hospital? You make us happy. Love from the people at the hospital." So Harriet went back to the hospital. She made suns for the walls. She made smiles for the doors. Harriet got a guitar. "We will sing," she said. The people are sad, happy. The people in the hospital said, "Thank you for coming, Harriet. You make us happy." Bed, hat, door, hospital, guitar, wheelchair. Molly and Harry. This is Molly. This is Harry. Places in the book: Molly's house, pet shop, cafe, movies. Molly was going to town. She said to Harry, "I'm going out. You stay here. You sit on the steps." Harry will go with Molly, sit on the steps. But Harry didn't stay at home. He got on the bus after Molly. The people on the bus said, "Look at that dog." But Molly didn't hear. Molly did not hear. She had headphones on. She had her fingers in her ears. Molly got off the bus. Harry got off the bus too. He went up the road after Molly. The people said, "Look at that dog." But Molly didn't hear. Molly went into a pet shop. Harry went into the pet shop too. He sat with the dogs in the shop. Molly patted his head. "This is a nice dog," she said. "He looks just like Harry." Harry has long ears. Yes, no. Long tail. Yes, no. Black hair. Yes, no. Molly had her lunch, and Harry did too. He sat under the table. He ate the food on the floor. The people said, "Look at that dog." But Molly didn't see Harry under the table. Molly went to the movies, and Harry did too. He got under Molly's seat. He had popcorn and chips. He went crunch, crunch, crunch. But Molly didn't hear. Molly went back down the street, and Harry went after her. She got on the bus, and Harry did too. He sat on a seat, but Molly didn't see. Harry will get off the bus, go to sleep. When Molly got home, she looked in her mailbox. Harry ran down the path and sat on the steps. Molly came down the path. She saw Harry on the steps. "You are very good, Harry," she said. "You stayed on the steps." And Harry went, "Woof!" Bus, road, chips, steps, popcorn, table. Monkey's ride. The animals in the book: tiger, monkey, elephant, hippo. The jungle. Monkey got on elephant's back. "Please take me for a ride," he said. So elephant took monkey for a ride. "Stop!" shouted monkey. "You are too slow. I will get off." Monkey will go for a ride with a parrot, a hippo, a crocodile. Monkey saw hippo sleeping in the mud. "Wake up," he said. "Please take me for a ride." Monkey got on hippo's back, but hippo was very slow. "Stop!" shouted monkey. "You are too slow. I will get off." Monkey saw tiger sleeping by the tree. "Wake up, tiger," said monkey. "I want to go for a ride. Will you please take me?" Monkey will go for a ride on tiger. Fall off tiger. Tiger looked at monkey. "I'll take you for a ride," he said. "You will like going for a ride on my back." "I want to go fast," said monkey. "I will go fast," said tiger. So monkey got on tiger's back. Tiger went fast. He went into the water and monkey got wet. "I don't like getting wet," shouted monkey. Tiger will take monkey in the mud, in the grass. Tiger went into the mud and monkey got mud on his face. "I don't like getting mud on my face," shouted monkey. Monkey will hold on to tiger, jump off tiger. Tiger went very fast. He went under a tree. "I'm getting off," said monkey. But tiger didn't see monkey get off. He went very, very fast. "Are you having a good ride?" shouted tiger. But monkey was laughing up in the tree. Up came elephant. He got monkey in his trunk. He made his trunk go up and down. "Are you having a good ride?" shouted tiger. "No," shouted monkey. "I'm not having a good ride. I don't like going up and down, up and down." Monkey is face, trunk, mud, water, tree. Mr. Maggie's goats. The people in the book: Mr. Maggie, Mrs. John. Here are the goats. Meh, meh, meh. The farms in the book: Mr. Maggie's farm, Mrs. John's farm. Mr. Maggie had goats on his farm. Mrs. John had goats on her farm. Mr. Maggie's goats had grass to eat, but Mrs. John's goats had grass and apples to eat. Mr. Maggie's goats went all over the farm. They went into his backyard. They went into his house. Mr. Maggie said, I like you, goats. The goats are. Mrs. John's goats didn't go all over the farm. They didn't go into her backyard and into her house. Mrs. John said, "Goats have to stay here." One day, Mr. McGee's goats looked over the fence. They saw Mrs. John's goats eating apples. So Mr. McGee's goats got under the fence, and they had apples too. Then Mr. McGee's goats went into Mrs. John's backyard. They ran after the hens and the rooster. They ran after the cat and the dog. "Get out," said Mrs. John. "I can't have goats in my backyard." The goats will go to Mr. McGee's farm, into Mrs. John's house. But the goats went into Mrs. John's house. They went into her kitchen. They went into her bathroom. "Get out," shouted Mrs. John. "I can't have goats in my house." Mrs. John is. Mrs. John ran after the goats. The goats ran into a shed. "Good," said Mrs. John. "You can stay in here." "Meh, meh, meh." "I can't have goats like you," said Mrs. John. Mr. McGee was not happy. He went to see Mrs. John. "I can't find my goats," he said. "I have some goats," said Mrs. John. "You can have them." The goats will be to see Mr. McGee. Mr. McGee got the goats out of the shed. "You look just like my goats," he said. "You are my goats." "Meh, meh, meh." "You stay with me," said Mr. McGee. "Meh, meh, meh." Apples, grass, backyard, hens, bathroom, kitchen, farm, rooster, fence, shed. Mum at the market. The people in the book. Mum. Me. The market in the book. On Saturday, Mum and I went to the market. Mum loves the market. She got a hat with black and white stripes. She looked like a zebra. What will they get now? A scarf? A t-shirt? Mum saw a scarf. "That scarf is too long," I said. "No, it's not," said Mum. But it was. A man's umbrella got stuck in it. "Stop, stop, you have my umbrella." Mum saw a plant. "I like this plant," she said. "But it has holes in the leaves," I said. "I like the holes," said Mum. And she got the plant. Mum saw a watermelon. It was a big watermelon. "Wow," said Mum. "Look at that watermelon." "It's too big," I said. "You can't put it in your bag." How will Mum get the watermelon home? Push it? Get a trolley? Mum looked at the watermelon. "We will push it," she said. So we pushed the watermelon in and out. In and out, all over the market. We pushed the watermelon out of the market. We can't go home on the bus, said Mum. We'll have to walk home. So we pushed the watermelon down the road, but we pushed the watermelon too fast. It went down the hill and smash into a tree. Mum, look at the watermelon. We'll have to eat it now, she said. So we sat under the tree and ate that big watermelon. On Sunday, Mum said, I'm going to the market again. Are you coming? And I said, no. Leaves, umbrella, scarf, watermelon, tree, zebra. No TV. The people in the book. Finn and his dad. Jack and his mum. Carlo's family. Lee and Sam's family. The place in the book. Sun House. It is Friday night. The kids in Sun House are looking at TV. Then, in Jack's house, the TV went bang. Help, said Jack. Jack and Mum will fix the TV, tell stories. Jack's mum looked at the TV. I can't fix it, she said. No TV, but I like TV, said Jack. I will tell you a story, said his mum. A story is not as good as TV, said Jack. Jack's mum went away. When she came back, she had a big bag. She took out some pink hair and a green coat. She put on the hair and the coat. Jack's mum will tell a funny story, a sad story. Jack's mum sat down and she told a story. Jack laughed and laughed and laughed. There was a knock, knock, knock on the door. Jack went to the door. He saw Lee, Sam, Carlo, Finn. The kids came over to watch TV, hear a story. Hi. Why are you laughing? Mum is telling me a story. I like stories. Can we come in? The kids came into Jack's house. They all sat down. Jack's mum got glasses and a nose. She put on the glasses and the nose. Then she told a story. The kids laughed and laughed and laughed. It is Saturday night. The kids in Sun House are not looking at TV. The kids in Sun House are making up stories. Bag, coat, door. Pop and Roman. The people in the book. Roman. Pop. The cave in the book. Can cave. Roman was at Pop's house. Pop was looking at a map. This is Can Cave, he said. There are dinosaur bones in Can Cave. Dinosaur bones, said Roman. Can we go and see them? We can go and see them, said Pop. Can you read a map? Yes, I can read a map, said Roman. Roman looked at the map. This is where we are, he said, and this is where we are going. Good, said Pop. Let's go. Look at the map. Will they go to the cave, river? Pop and Roman went up hills and down hills. They went over bridges and under trees. They came to a big river. Roman stopped. We can't go this way, he said. Roman will look at the sky, look at the map. Roman looked at the map. This is where we are, he said, and this is where we are going. Pop looked at the map. Roman, he said, you have the map upside down. Pop took the map. Look, he said, this is where we are, and this is where we are going. You come after me. Pop and Roman got to Can Cave. Wow, said Roman. Look at the bones. They are very big. A dinosaur was a very big animal, said Pop. I would like a dinosaur for a pet, said Roman. Not me, said Pop. They are too big. Pop and Roman looked at all the dinosaur bones. Then Pop said, We'll have to go home now. This is the way out. You come after me. Pop is going out of the cave, in the cave. Roman went after Pop. Then Roman said, Stop! This is not the way out. You come after me, Pop. Bridge, house, cave, map, dinosaur bones, river, hills. Sailor Sam and the Captain. The people in the book. Sailor Sam, the Captain, the sailors, the boat, sails, rope, anchor. Sailor Sam was putting up the sails, but he let the rope go. Whoosh! The sails went out, and the boat went over. The captain shouted, Get the sail in! Get the sail in! The sailors helped Sailor Sam get the sail in. What did the sailors do? Did you let the sail go out? Said the captain. I did, said Sailor Sam. You will have to learn how to sail a boat, said the captain. Sailor Sam saw a chain. This looks like a big chain, he said. He let the chain go. The chain went into the water. Splash, splash, splash. The chain is for the sail, the anchor. Sailor Sam looked over the boat. Oops, he said. The anchor was on that chain. The boat stopped. Creak! The captain was not happy. Did you let the anchor down? She said. I did, said Sailor Sam. You will have to learn how to sail a boat, said the captain. Sailor Sam will go to a school for cooks, a school for sailors. The next day, the captain was happy again. It was her birthday. The cook made the captain a big cake. He put candles all over it. The captain loved her birthday cake. You can blow out the candles, the sailors shouted. The captain went, huff. It was a big huff. The candles went out, but the birthday cake went all over the room. Oops, said the captain. The sailors went, ha, ha, ha. You can come to school with me, said Sailor Sam. You will have to learn how to blow out candles. Anchor, chain, rope, sail. Spies go shopping. The people in the book. The spies. The spy teacher. The places in the book. Spy school. Glasses. Coats. Hats. Park. The spy teacher looked at the spies. You are not spies, she said. Spies have glasses and coats and hats. Go to the shops and get them today. So the spies made a list. Glasses, coats, hats, and they went shopping. The spies went into the glasses shop. Look at all the glasses, they said. They got pink glasses, blue glasses, green glasses, and orange glasses. You are a spy. You will get. The spies went into the coat shop. They looked at all the coats. Cool coats, they said. They got purple coats, red coats, yellow coats, and blue coats. You are a spy. You will get. The spies went into the hat shop. Cool hats, they said. They got hats with spots, hats with stripes, hats with fur, and hats with feathers. You are a spy. You will get. The spies went back to the spy school. Did you get your spy clothes? Said the teacher. Yes, said the spies. Good, said the teacher. You can put them on and come with me. You can be spies today. The spy teacher went down the road and the spies went after her. She went into the park and the spies went after her. The kids in the park laughed. Look at the silly spies, they said. The spy teacher looked at the spies. You are silly spies, she said. Go back to the spy school. You don't look like spies, said the spy teacher. Here is your list. Spy glasses, spy coats, spy hats. Now get going. The spies are happy, sad, coat, list, feathers, park, glasses, road, hat, shops. Zach's spots. The people in the book. Zach's mum. Zach. The doctor. Zach's bedroom. On Sunday, Zach had toast in bed. He made his bed into a truck. "I'm going to the mountains," he said. "Goodbye." On Monday, Zach said, "My back is itchy." Zach's mum looked at his back. "You have spots," she said. "You can't go to school. You will have to stay in bed." What will Zach make his bed into now? A plane? A rocket? Zach took some toast back to bed. He made his bed into a rocket. "I'm going to the moon," he said. "Goodbye." On Tuesday, Zach said, "My back is still itchy." "You still have spots," said his mum. "You can't go to school. You will have to stay in bed again." What will Zach make his bed into now? A house? A boat? Zach took some toast back to bed. He made his bed into a boat. "I'm going to the island," he said. "Goodbye." On Wednesday, Zach still had spots. "You are going to the doctor," said his mum. The doctor looked at Zach's back. "You have toast spots." He said, "You had toast in bed." Zach and his mum went home. They looked in Zach's bed and they saw all the toast. "You went to sleep on all the toast," said Zach's mum. "How will they get the toast out of the bed?" Zach and his mum got the sheets and they went. Shake, shake, shake. Toast went all over the grass, all over the garden, and all over the cat. Zach and his mum laughed and laughed. "Now," said his mum, "you are going to school. Goodbye." What will Zach tell the teacher? Bed, rocket, island, spots, moon, toast, mountains, truck.